Hi, my name is Jennifer Ramsey, and I wanted to connect with you guys today from the homeschool community as a fellow homeschool mom. I am both a homeschool mom and a teacher. It's been a very interesting journey for me, but I have one student in my family who just thrives in the traditional setting. State testing doesn't get him. He gets along with everyone. He just floats right through it. And I have another student who those models just haven't worked for whatever reason for him. And we have tried him in several different things. So I kind of came to the end of the road with him when I was realizing the math wasn't coming together for him and he was just having trouble with some of the social stuff that was going on. And I thought, we can do this at home. So I pulled him and I decided to homeschool. I took that big dive so many of you have taken, and you're like, oh, here I am. Some of you knew you wanted to do it from the beginning. Hats off to you. I didn't. I fell into it. I wound up getting connected with a homeschool community that I have fallen in love with. They are called Open Skies Learning. You can check them out. They're in Midland, Texas. But they have been wonderful to me and my son. And I, as a trained educator, had a bit of an experience. I wasn't against anything they were doing, but it was a different world for me because their main value was self-directed learning and letting the children explore the things that they wanted to explore. And it was a whole different world. But I watched as my son began to embrace that. And it has changed his life. He loves learning again. This was totally the right thing for him. And so as we were creating Triumph Collegiate Academy and Triumph Prep, in the back of my mind, I've been like, yeah, this really works for the kids that want something full-time and want something streamlined and know that they want to get a dual college degree, all of that kind of stuff. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, well, what about these other kids? What about these kids that are doing really well in home education? They're learning well. How can we support our homeschool students? And so what we're going to do with our homeroom program is try to find some ways to connect for you guys at a lower cost because you're doing a lot of the other stuff on your own at home, allowing you to enter the parts of our program that you feel you need support. So maybe you feel like you need help with math and science. You could take just our STEM module and do the rest at home. Maybe you want to explore some of our elective programs. You can do those piecemeal by piecemeal. If you're doing it through some of the homeschool communities that we partner with, you'll be able to also do it at a discounted rate. There are some other services too that as an educator and a mother, I felt like homeschool students might benefit from that aren't being offered out there or being offered in a confusing way maybe. One is we are truly experts in dual credit. And if you think your child wants to get a college degree, we can definitely talk to you about the pathways that can get you started on that. Whether you're going to do it through us full-time or you need a referral to some other place or you want to do it yourself, we can really straighten out some of the confusion and help you understand what you need and what you don't need. And so you don't get hoodwinked into something that's really expensive or that you're getting a bunch of credits that don't transfer. It's fully possible for your high schooler to graduate with a college degree at the time they graduate with high school. And then you don't even have to worry about were you homeschooled or not, can you get in or not. You just go in as a transfer student. We've seen it happen many times. We know how to do it in Texas. So there's that. And then the other thing is if you want us to evaluate some of your courses, maybe you need help with a transcript, maybe you need a student ID, maybe you're having trouble with getting the driving records validated and all of that, you can enroll in our homeroom program and you can do that. And then we are looking for partnerships with very select homeschool communities that kind of match with our model of self-directed learning and with offering a secular curriculum that everyone can access. Doesn't mean we don't love our faith-based students, but there's plenty of faith-based communities, and plenty of faith-based curriculums out there. So what we wanted to do was offer something accessible for both our faith-based students and as well as people who maybe need something different or something more secular. So anyway, those are kind of the options we have. You are welcome to dive in at whatever level you want with us. We love our homeschool families and we want to work with you with what you need and also get you connected. One of the things we're really hoping is our students will integrate with homeschool students by joining some communities. We're going to be really pushing that and asking that they get involved in their communities with service, with engaging in electives. We will give credit to people who are participating in some of their homeschool co-ops and communities and things like that, because we don't want kids just in isolation. And all of us know that our kids are socialized. People just don't understand how. And so you bring in that important component for our community. And so we thank you for what you're doing. If you need help with curriculum, if you need help with understanding how to modify something, anything that is on your plate. We hope that to come and support you with the direction that you're taking your family. Have a great day. You are among my favorite people. I know the sacrifice that it takes to be a home education family. So bravo to you. Keep up the good work. And we're excited to get to know you moving forward. Have a great day.